Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tatiana. I'm a fashion photographer with more than 10 years working experience in fashion industry. And in today's video we will be talking about most common mistakes photographers make on set. So please think of this video as a reminder or a checklist how to avoid these mistakes. And let's get into it. The first and I think the most common mistakes everyone make, not only the beginner photographers, is not communicating with a client on set. And here I have two scenarios for you. The first one is when your client is a brand. So you work with a client plus your team, models, makeup artists, and everyone. And the second scenario is that your client is also your model. In this case, we are talking about model test shoots, model portfolio shoots, and working with private clients like private photo shoots, portraits, and everything. And I would like to start with the first scenario when your client is a brand. Make sure to arrive on set a little bit earlier than the call time and greet your client, confirm that everything is okay, the mood board, the brief of the shoot, all the details, and etc. And during the shoot, if the client stays on set or someone from the client's team, make sure to get back to him or her from time to time and show the photos on the camera or on the laptop and make sure that they are happy with the result. And if they want to change something and if they have some ideas, always be open to their ideas. And our second scenario, when the model is your client. Basically everything is the same. Make sure to arrive on set earlier, confirm all of the details, every little detail, and make sure that you are on the same page with your client. Second and the crucial mistake many photographers do, especially the beginners, is shooting multiple images without the variation. And believe me, I can understand you 100%. When you find that beautiful angle, beautiful picture, you capture it and you're so captivated that you don't always notice that you're shooting the same. So you need to pull yourself out of this. And how you can do this? First of all, remember to move on set. Make some steps back and forth, left and right. Just remind yourself that you need to do this. Zoom in and zoom out to create a variation with the distance between you and the model. Change the angles and constantly remind yourself that your pictures should be diverse. Why you need this? Because we need to create a story. Let's say we're shooting a beauty campaign. And the same with editorials actually and most of the other shoots. For the beauty campaign we need 4 or 5 pictures. We're showing the client's products, and even if the pictures will be perfect, if we see the same angle, the model is staying in the same pose, the same angle, but the products are different, then it won't work at all, because these pictures will be side by side or will be reviewed together as some kind of story, and all of the poses, all of the angles should be different. Same with the modeling portfolio, for example, and I have a very detailed video about how to put together a modeling portfolio. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. And yeah, when you're shooting modeling portfolio, you need your pictures to be really diverse, and you can't have almost the same pictures with the same angles side by side. So please watch my other video to get the full idea what I'm talking about. Next mistake many photographers do is not listening to the client. I've already mentioned that you need to be open to clients' ideas and listen to him or her, but I would like to specifically focus on this because it's really important. You need to build a relationship with this brand, with this client, because maybe you will be working with the same people in the future. And what I suggest you to do is always listen to them, and even if you don't like the idea and you think it won't look good, just try to do this. First of all, maybe it won't be that bad and you'll create something really unique and interesting. Anyways, if they will be choosing the pictures after the shoot by themselves, they will see the best photos. And before that, you will be reviewing that photos, and you can delete the ones that are totally bad. And yeah, so you won't lose anything if you listen to the client. You can spend extra several minutes and just do this. Believe me, being open to clients' ideas is really important. It means that you actually listen to your client and that you are serious about the shoot. Next mistake is shooting too much or too little. Yes, when we're working with the digital cameras, we have almost unlimited resources. And sometimes it's hard to find this balance between shooting too much and too little, but believe me, you need to try and do this because it will make your life much easier. When you're shooting too many shots, after that, when you will be reviewing them, it will be really hard for you to choose because you will have so many shots. It's time consuming and you probably will have just a little difference between them. And on the other case, when you shoot in too little, it means that you are really focused on details, and sometimes you're overthinking, and then you will be seeing your photos on the laptop, on the previews, and you might be also thinking that if you would have chosen the angle like 5-10 degrees to the left or something like that, the picture would be perfect. I think you got the idea that shooting too much isn't that good and shooting too little isn't that good either. But when I'm working on huge projects, the serious projects, I try to take more photos, because this means that I will have more variety and I will have something to choose from. For example, if some shots will be out of focus or something unexpected will happen, I will always know that I have some kind of a backup and I will be able to choose some other shots just in case. The next mistake many photographers do that I would like to mention is not dressing properly, especially when you're working with a new client for the first time. The first impression really matters. And I'm not talking about wearing some designer clothing or something fancy. I just want to remind you that you need to look put together, because it's always nice to work with people who look pleasant and who are polite, and yes, it's just the first impression. And it's not more important than the quality of your work, obviously, but when the client will be choosing between you and someone else in the future, maybe he or she will remember how you looked. And yeah, just keep that in mind. And I also have the video about my wardrobe, a photographer's wardrobe, so if you're curious you can check out it as well. I give some simple advices about how to look good and how to leave a nice impression about yourself. Yeah, please support me by giving this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will see you next time. Bye.